As we approach the twilight of our lives, many of us are faced with profound questions. What truly brings happiness in old age? Is it the love and presence of our family, material wealth, accumulated possessions, or something more intangible, a sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment? These questions become increasingly urgent as the years slip away, prompting us to reflect on what truly matters. Today, we journey into the life of Emo, a woman whose transformative story sheds light on the essence of living a meaningful life as we grow older. Emo's journey exemplifies how true fulfillment comes not from clinging to societal norms or relying solely on others for happiness. Instead, she discovered that true contentment arises from cultivating independence, nurturing self-love and acceptance, and forging deep, meaningful connections with the world around her. Emo's story reminds us that aging is not merely a decline, but an opportunity for profound personal growth. It's a time to shed the weight of expectations, embrace our unique paths, and rediscover the joy of living in the present moment. Her insights offer valuable lessons for all of us, regardless of age, on how to navigate the challenges of life with grace, wisdom, and a spirit of unwavering hope. Welcome to Buddhist Mindfulness. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring stories and life lessons. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Part 1: Emo's Journey to Self-Discovery. From Sacrifice to Self-Reliance. Emo's life took a dramatic turn when she became a widow at a young age, left to raise her 2 daughters alone after the tragic passing of her husband. The loss was not just of a partner, but of the dreams they had built together, leaving her to navigate a challenging path of grief and responsibility. For decades, her life revolved around providing for her children, a testament to her unwavering love and dedication. She ran a modest roadside diner in Tokyo, a small business that became the center of her world and the source of her family's livelihood. The diner was more than just a means of income. It was a place where she poured her heart and soul, finding solace in hard work and the smiles of loyal customers. Emo worked tirelessly, often sacrificing her own needs and desires to ensure her daughters had every opportunity for a brighter future, a future she felt they deserved. Her days were long, her nights sleepless, but her love for her daughters fueled her resilience. She became a pillar of strength, but at the cost of her own dreams and personal fulfillment. A pivotal decision: choosing independence for inner peace. After 34 years of running the diner, Emo finally decided to close its doors, marking the end of an era in her life. This was not just a decision about business, it was a profound turning point in her journey. Her daughters, now grown and successful in their respective lives, were eager to repay the sacrifices their mother had made for them. They extended heartfelt invitations for her to live with them, offering the comfort and care they felt she deserved after years of relentless devotion. To their surprise, Emo gently declined their offers. "I need to find my peace without being a burden," she explained, her voice filled with quiet determination. While her daughters' offers came from a place of love and gratitude, Emo felt a deeper calling, a need to rediscover herself outside the role of caregiver and provider. Her daughters were initially confused and concerned. They worried about her being alone, longing to give back to the woman who had given them everything. But Emo's decision was rooted in a profound truth. She understood that inner peace and personal fulfillment could not be given by others. It was something she needed to cultivate on her own. She wanted to embark on a journey to embrace her individuality and discover who she was beyond the roles she had played for others. The Epiphany. Shifting from sacrifice to self-growth. Emo's realization was not a sudden moment, but the culmination of years of self-neglect and a growing yearning for something more. She had spent so much of her life living for others that she had forgotten to live for herself. It was during the quiet moments after closing the diner that she experienced a profound epiphany. True happiness and fulfillment do not stem from constant sacrifice, but from fostering inner peace, self-reliance, and self-worth. This understanding sparked a remarkable transformation within her. Emo began to see her role as a mother in a new light. She realized that her ultimate purpose was not to tether herself to her children or define her life solely through their successes. Instead, she wanted to inspire them by embodying strength, independence, and a genuine sense of self. Her journey was not a rejection of her love for her daughters, but an affirmation of her own worth and identity. Imo started exploring new passions that had long been buried under the weight of responsibility. She began journaling, practicing meditation, and rediscovering her love for art and nature. These pursuits allowed her to reconnect with herself, fostering a sense of joy and fulfillment she hadn't felt in decades. She came to understand that by prioritizing her own well-being and personal growth, she could not only enrich her own life but also be a source of inspiration for her daughters. Her transformation became a testament to the idea that self-care is not selfish but essential, and that by living authentically, she could encourage her children to do the same. Imo's journey from sacrifice to self-discovery and self-reliance is a powerful reminder of the importance of balance in relationships, the strength found in independence, and the beauty of a life lived authentically. This was not just her story. It was an example for anyone who has ever lost themselves in the service of others, showing that it is never too late to find peace and purpose within. Part 2. The 3 Pillars of a Fulfilled Life. Rebuilding a Life of Purpose. Each pillar represents a cornerstone of a balanced and meaningful existence, offering practical insights and reflections for anyone seeking to craft a life of purpose. 1. Health, the foundation of freedom. Taking ownership of well-being. Imo's approach to reclaiming her health was not dramatic but rooted in consistency and determination. After years of neglecting her physical and mental needs while managing the diner, her body and spirit were depleted. Yet she resolved to take small, deliberate steps toward wellness. She started with daily walks. At first, her back ached and her energy was almost non-existent, but with each step, she built resilience. These simple walks evolved into a cherished ritual, providing her with moments of clarity and a renewed sense of accomplishment. Her discovery of yoga marked a deeper phase of her transformation. Yoga became more than physical exercise. It was a gateway to self-awareness and mental clarity. During one particularly challenging session, she found herself reflecting deeply. My health is my responsibility, my asset. Neglecting it means placing the burden on others. I owe it to myself to prioritize my well-being. This realization fueled her commitment to living healthier, not only for herself but as an act of independence and self-respect. Reflection. Consider integrating small but meaningful practices into your daily life. Imagine starting your mornings with stretches or mindful movement. How would these rituals impact your sense of energy and well-being? Could they become a foundation for broader, more transformative changes? 2. Relationships. Building meaningful connections, stepping outside the comfort zone. Imo understood that health was only one part of a fulfilling life. Her sense of purpose also stemmed from meaningful relationships, which required her to step beyond her comfort zone. One day, during a routine walk, she spotted a community gardening group. Despite feeling apprehensive, she joined them. What began as an impulsive decision evolved into a profound source of joy and connection. The garden became her haven, a place to nurture both plants and relationships. Imo's bond with an 8-year-old boy in the group underscored the power of shared purpose and intergenerational connections. Through their shared love of gardening, she rediscovered the joy of contributing and connecting with people from all walks of life. She reflected, "The real fear in aging isn't loneliness, it's feeling you have no value to offer." By opening yourself to others and embracing new experiences, you'll find that connection and purpose can emerge in the most unexpected places. Example: what steps could you take to expand your social circle or deepen existing connections? Could joining a group, volunteering, or exploring a shared hobby open doors to meaningful relationships? 3. Hobbies. Rediscovering joy. Creating, not just filling time. At 68, Imo made a bold decision. She would learn to play the piano, fulfilling a lifelong dream. Initially, it was daunting. Her stiff fingers struggled to navigate the keys, and reading music felt overwhelming. But she embraced the challenge with patience and perseverance. Each practice session became a celebration of her resilience and growth. Over time, she began to master melodies, finding joy not only in the music, but in the act of creating something beautiful. She shared, "Time isn't something to fill, it's something to create." Each note I play, even imperfectly, adds meaning and richness to my life. Emo's journey with the piano is a testament to the power of pursuing hobbies, not as mere distractions but as avenues to explore creativity, foster joy, and deepen one's sense of fulfillment. Challenge: what passion or dream have you put on hold? Could now be the time to revisit it? Start small. Pick up that paintbrush, enroll in a class, or write the first page of that story you've always wanted to tell. Your unique form of self-expression could become a source of profound joy. Emo's story reminds us that rebuilding a life of purpose is possible at any stage. By prioritizing health, fostering meaningful relationships, and pursuing creative passions, she transformed her existence into one of balance and fulfillment. Her journey offers a powerful question for us all. What steps can you take today to begin crafting a life of purpose, joy, and meaning? Part 3. Lessons in Love and Independence. Embracing autonomy and finding solace. This section delves into the profound lessons Emo gleaned from her journey through love, independence, and loss. It reveals how autonomy in relationships and finding solace in passions and connections can empower individuals to live authentically, even in the face of life's adversities. A parent's love, the gift of freedom and autonomy. When Emo's daughters initially questioned her decision to live independently rather than moving in with them, she offered an explanation that carried wisdom beyond its simplicity. She said, "Staying with you might not be an act of true love. It could easily become an act of self-satisfaction on my part. True love is about giving you the freedom to live your own lives without feeling bound by my presence or responsible for my well-being." These words reframed her daughter's understanding of love. Emo taught them that love is not about control, obligation, or dependency, but about respecting autonomy and fostering growth. True love, she believed, empowers individuals to lead fulfilling lives, free from undue burdens or guilt. Her decision to live independently was an expression of her love for them, a way to demonstrate trust in their ability to thrive while she pursued her own path. Through her example, Emo became a living testament to the idea that relationships rooted in mutual respect and freedom are stronger, healthier, and more enduring. Her daughters began to see autonomy not as a withdrawal of love, but as its ultimate expression, one that allowed space for individuality and authenticity. Coping with loss, finding solace in connection and purpose. A turning point in Emo's journey was the passing of her lifelong friend, Aiko. This profound loss was both a moment of heartbreak and an opportunity for growth. Aiko's death underscored the impermanence of life and the urgency of living fully. Emo reflected on Aiko's solitude in her final days, realizing that waiting passively for joy or fulfillment was not an option. Instead, she chose to actively seek meaning, connection, and purpose in her life. Emo found healing in her piano group, a community bound by their shared love for music. Within this circle, she rediscovered the power of creation and collaboration. The act of playing music became a cathartic experience, a way to channel her grief into beauty and to connect with others on a deeply emotional level. This newfound purpose helped Emo see that life, even after loss, holds opportunities for renewal. The relationships she cultivated through her piano group and the joy of music itself became a testament to the human capacity to transform pain into a celebration of what remains, a life of resilience and fulfillment. Emo's experiences with her daughters and Aiko's passing revealed a larger truth. Independence and vulnerability are not opposing forces but complementary aspects of a meaningful life. Emo demonstrated that strength lies in facing life's challenges with openness, acknowledging fears of loneliness and loss while refusing to be defined by them. She embraced the duality of life, its sorrows and joys, its endings and new beginnings. Her commitment to autonomy and her pursuit of passions showed that fulfillment comes from within, nurtured by connections that uplift and passions that inspire. Emo's journey serves as a reminder that independence is not about isolation, but about freedom. The freedom to choose, to love authentically, and to live with purpose. In embracing this freedom, she found solace not only for herself, but also for those she touched, leaving a legacy of resilience, love, and an unwavering embrace of life in all its complexity. Part 4. The Essence of a Life Well Lived. A Legacy of Strength and Wisdom. This section encapsulates the profound lessons gleaned from Imo's journey, offering a roadmap to cultivate a fulfilling and meaningful life in later years. It emphasizes the significance of intentional preparation and the pursuit of a legacy rooted in inner strength, purpose, and connection. The true treasures of old age, Imo's enduring legacy. Imo's story is a testament to the timeless truth that a life well lived is measured not by material wealth or worldly accolades, but by the richness of our inner world and the connections we nurture. Her journey underscores three essential pillars for achieving fulfillment and joy in later life. 1. Independence, the freedom to thrive. Imo's unwavering commitment to living independently was a cornerstone of her later years. This independence was not about distancing herself from her family, but rather about affirming her own self-reliance, emotionally, financially, and practically. Through her autonomy, Imo experienced a renewed sense of purpose as she managed her own life on her terms, dignity and confidence stemming from her ability to contribute meaningfully to her community and herself. Her story highlights the importance of preparing for this independence early in life, cultivating financial literacy, self-sufficiency, and emotional resilience. This foundation allows us to navigate our later years with grace and purpose, free from undue reliance on others. 2. Relationships, the bonds that nourish. At the heart of Imo's fulfillment were the relationships she cultivated, both with peers and across generations. Her gardening group and her mentorship of the young boy reflected the profound value of human connection. Intergenerational friendships, which offer fresh perspectives and mutual enrichment. Community belonging, which fosters emotional support and shared joy. These relationships remind us that connection is a two-way street, where giving and receiving love and care strengthens the soul. Imo's experience encourages us to invest in relationships that are authentic, supportive, and deeply meaningful. 3. Passions, the pursuit of joy and purpose. Imo's decision to learn the piano at the age of 68 exemplified her belief in the power of personal growth at any stage of life. Pursuing her passion was more than a hobby. It was an act of self-expression and a declaration of vitality. Her story illustrates the importance of lifelong learning, which keeps the mind active and the spirit vibrant. The transformative power of passions, which can turn ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Through her dedication to her craft, Imo found joy, resilience, and a profound sense of purpose that enriched her days and inspired those around her. A legacy of strength and wisdom, inspiring future generations. Imo's daughters were initially perplexed by her decision to live independently. However, as they observed her transformation, they came to admire her courage, wisdom, and vitality. Imo's journey became a powerful legacy, not just for her family, but for anyone seeking to live with intention and purpose. Her daughters learned that strength and self-discovery are contagious, inspiring others to embrace their own potential. Wisdom comes not from age alone, but from the choices we make and the values we uphold. This legacy is a reminder that every action we take today shapes the example we leave for others. By living authentically and intentionally, we create ripples of inspiration that can impact future generations. Closing reflection, preparing for a meaningful future. Imo's story compels us to examine our own lives and the choices we make as we age. It invites us to ask ourselves, are we building the foundations for independence, cultivating the skills and resources to thrive in later years? Are we nurturing relationships that provide joy, support, and mutual growth? Are we pursuing passions that ignite our spirit, give our lives purpose? Each of these pillars requires deliberate effort, but the rewards, a life of richness, connection, and vitality, are immeasurable. Imo's final lesson, embracing the journey at every stage. Imo's story is a powerful reminder that it is never too late to rewrite our narrative. Whether we are stepping into retirement, facing new challenges, or embarking on fresh adventures, each moment offers an opportunity for growth, joy, and discovery. As we prepare for our future, let us take inspiration from Imo's legacy. Let us craft lives that reflect our deepest values, embrace our unique passions, and foster connections that sustain us. In doing so, we can ensure that our later years are not only meaningful, but also profoundly fulfilling, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring beauty of a life well lived. Emo's inspiring journey offers valuable lessons for all of us, regardless of age. Her story beautifully illustrates that aging with grace is not about resisting the passage of time or clinging to youth, but rather about embracing each stage of life with intention, self-awareness, and a deep commitment to personal growth. Her experience highlights three essential elements for a fulfilling life: embracing independence. Cultivating both financial and emotional self-reliance allows us to maintain our autonomy and live life on our own terms. Fostering connections. Nurturing meaningful relationships with others provides us with support, companionship, and a sense of belonging. Pursuing what brings us joy. Engaging in hobbies and passions that ignite our spirit brings meaning, purpose, and a sense of fulfillment to our lives. Emo's journey is a powerful reminder that it is never too late to reinvent ourselves, pursue our dreams, and create a life that is rich with meaning and purpose. A ripple effect of self-love and purpose, enriching lives through personal growth. Emo's story also teaches us that every step we take towards self-love, self-discovery, and the pursuit of our passions not only enriches our own lives, but also has a positive ripple effect on those around us. By prioritizing our own well-being, we become stronger, more resilient, and more inspiring individuals, capable of offering greater love, support, and wisdom to others. Emo's daughters, initially concerned about her living alone, ultimately benefited greatly from witnessing her strength and independence. Her journey became a source of inspiration for them, demonstrating the power of self-reliance and the importance of pursuing one's own path. We encourage you to connect with our community and share your insights. If Emo's story resonated with you, leave a comment sharing your thoughts and reflections. What aspects of her journey particularly inspired you? What steps will you take to cultivate more independence, connection, or joy in your own life? Your comments can inspire and uplift others who are on a similar path. We also invite you to join our community and support our mission of sharing stories of wisdom and compassion. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable. Your likes help us reach a wider audience and share these inspiring messages with more people. Share this video with friends and family who could benefit from Emo's wisdom. Sharing is a powerful way to spread positivity and inspire others to live more fulfilling lives. Subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness for more stories that inspire and uplift. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest content and become part of a growing community of individuals seeking wisdom, connection, and personal growth. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey. Until next time, may you find peace, joy, and a deep sense of purpose in every moment of your life.